Hello, welcome to life update number 12 and happy October. I can't believe how quickly this year's come and I actually am kind of really excited it's October because that means we're a couple months away from Christmas and this starts kind of like this festive point in our year where we pull out the October Halloween decorations, and then after that we kind of transition into Christmas decorations, and then I tend to do a little bit of New Year decorations, and then you have Valentine's Day. So it's just kind of this is kind of a fun part of the year where we start to decorate more. So I'm looking forward to that. So the biggest thing, if you follow our life updates, number 11 is we're moving. We haven't found a place quite yet. We did look at one last week, which my daughter nicely informed me that we're not allowed to look at places without her because she wants to be able to see the bedrooms. She's at that age where she's totally interested and thinks about it and talks about it daily about moving. So that works out most of the time. We are going to look at a property at lunchtime today, and she'll be in school, but it'll be an opportunity for my husband and I to go and check out a property really close to our school, so that's really exciting. And so we're just trying to pack up. The landlord came by last week, so we had to clean up the house. We had to clean up all the rooms of the house, not just like the downstairs. So that did help, but I don't want to begin the habit of just throwing things in boxes and then moving them and having to unbox them. We're working on really strategically going through things so that we get rid of the stuff we don't need and we can move a little bit lighter and have less stuff. So depending on what we find, if we find an apartment, we may have to look at what we do with all our stuff that's like in the shed, like our bicycles and all that good stuff. Or if we find another house, then we may be able to. So it really depends on what place we have and what we're taking with them. So that's kind of the main plan right now. Vlogging. I of course have a long list of things I want to get done. So hopefully we're going to start getting those rolled out. So even though I'd like to get in a more consistent schedule, it probably will be, I'll do a whole bunch of vlogs and some vlogging, and then kind of schedule them out for the next couple of weeks, so we can kind of go from there. So not taking on any new projects really. I'm sure things will pop up along, and christmasmagictoday.com this week I'm going to try to really get more involved and more content on it. I have a fabulous group of bloggers who are part of a Facebook group, private Facebook group, that are willing to come and help me with that blog. So I'm hoping to start getting them more involved. So that is my goal for this week. I don't know if I'll get around to it, but I definitely want to start moving towards that. The other things that happened, well, this weekend I got my hair done, and I only really mentioned that because I did something a little bit different. For several years now, I tend to have low lights, highlights, so I'll have a couple different colors in my hair, the length of my hair, then in my roots I'll have a kind of a brown, so that as my hair grows out it kind of blends. But I was really desperate because I started to get a lot of like grey hairs and white hairs, and I'm getting older as we do. So I wanted something a little different. So I called up a hairdresser salon and asked if I could just get my roots done, and they said, great, come on in. So I was planning on going in and getting like all my roots done, but my hair stylist suggested I only do like the key areas. I don't wear my hair like partially up at all. I just either wear it in a ponytail or down. So the key areas, of course, were right part around my face, the back side down here, so when I wear it in a ponytail, but honestly, like in between here, which isn't too bad actually, she didn't do the roots here, so it actually saved. It was like half the price of having all my roots done. I've just done the key areas, which is a lot more easy to maintain. It's a little bit more budget friendly. I did go in, I think it was like £20 to get my roots done, but then she was like, oh, what do you want to trim your hair? And then she was like, do you want to put some curls in? And so yes, it kept adding up. So it was like probably half the price I normally pay to have my hair done. But yes, curls cost $5.50. I will remember that next time. I didn't really say I wanted curls. I said, oh, she's like, how do you want hairstyles? And I was like, oh, just whatever, you surprised me. And she put curls in and then charged me $5.50 for it, which is kind of, I thought it was a little bit, I wasn't totally thrilled about, but we learn a lesson, right? So if you are in that position where you're getting, you get your hair highlighted, but you just want to touch up, I do highly suggest that. You can't really tell. My hair is very ombre right now, which means it starts at brown and then it goes down to blonde. It's kind of purposely that way. I probably in December will add some more red, darken it up a tiny bit and add a little bit more red into it versus blonde. But I like it kind of lighter during the summer, so it has that sun-kissed look to it. So that was that. So that's just a little, I've never really done that where I've just had my roots done, but I think I can afford to do that more often than having, and it kind of ties me over in between. So next time I'll probably have a full color again, and then the next time go on like that. So that's just a little tip. So if you're kind of like, oh, I don't want to spend it, because it's typically, I've always paid about over £100. I do that in the US too, over £100 for my hair color, and that's a little much every other month or every 3 months. So it does get. What else is going on? I'm going to my first children's event at my daughter's school. They're going to the local church to have a harvest festival today, so she's been practicing this song. I probably won't be able to take you with me and share much footage from that, but I probably will take a little bit and share it with my family. So if my mother out there, I will probably do something private video, because I'm very, very aware of privacy of other children. I don't want really the world to know exactly where my daughter goes to school, but also the privacy of other children. It's fine with my child, but other people, what else is going on? Well, so kind of final thing is Supercharged Club. I'm still doing it. I've not been very good at it recently. The last couple of weeks I really have fallen behind. If you are unfamiliar with it, I've talked about it several times in live updates because I think we're going into our 5th week maybe of it. It's a 6-week program, mission program adventure with Emma and Mary they live in Brighton, and they do fitness, food, mental, the mental side of your life, trying to get the whole picture, and it's been really good. I kind of feel like I've not progressed very well the last couple of weeks. I think I've been really overwhelmed with life, but a lot of the lessons, a lot of the things that I was changing the very first couple of weeks have continued. They just haven't been as consistent. So we're definitely eggs, green vegetables. I'm definitely more aware of what we're eating. We're eating a lot less sugar, a lot less salt in our diet. We're doing a little bit more, eating things that are just better for us. So that is a good positive, but I am a little bit behind in the program. But the good thing is that I do have all the tools, I have all the videos, so now it's just continuing on. And it is a journey, so I won't have made as much progress as some people in the program, but that doesn't mean overall the journey ends when it's 6 weeks done. It just keeps going on. But if you want to be involved, you can. There's an event next week in London, October 12th. So do check that out. It is kind of like you get Emma and Mary. We're going to kind of show the program, give you some tips. So that's really good. So that's about it. I do have some really fun printables that I ordered from a company called House of Jack. So at the end of this video, I'll kind of show you the up close and personal, so you can see what they are. They're really beautiful, and I will of course put a link down below. So thank you for joining us. We will see you next week. So hopefully, who knows what will happen, but hopefully maybe we will have found a place, or at least getting closer to looking at a place, deciding on a place. So thank you for joining us. Take care. Bye bye.